Today's the first day we're gonna officially use the new heat presses we got. So over there you could see is the one for t-shirts and bags, and over here we have the one that is for mugs. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, by the way, my name is Reina. I am a two-time business owner. One of them is a stationery and gift shop for the Spanglish fluent, and the other is a design studio for Latina entrepreneurs. Today's video I'm mostly focusing on the stationery shop Quiero Prints because that's where I'm gonna sell the stuff I'm about to make. So we kind of have two big things going on right now. One of them is a collab that I did with a nonprofit called Techqueria. They work to create networking opportunities and career opportunities for Latinas in tech. So they reached out to me to create a product line that aligned with their audience. Part of that product line included t-shirts and mugs, which we are now gonna start producing in-house. So I'm kind of using that project as my experiment for the second thing that I have going on, which is transferring a lot of my print-on-demand products to be print in-house products. The way I'm currently selling t-shirts and mugs is going through a website called Printful, which if someone orders one of the t-shirts or the mugs from the website, it gets sent over to Printful and then they fulfill the order. That way I don't have to stock any t-shirts or mugs or just bigger, bulkier things where I might need more options or more sizes or more colors. But what I'm about to do is sort of limit that line to a few colors, try to have them available in all sizes, and just kind of start from scratch there. I decided to do this because I think it would just bring my product margins down and I'd be able to wholesale them. I think that's the one thing that's really limiting me with using print on demand is that I can't really get good prices that I could sell for wholesale. So I'm hoping this can help bring more business in, and maybe I'll even be able to do custom stuff for other people if they want to. So this is all just a big experiment. I've actually had these sublimation machines here for about 2 months. We got them in the mail, we unboxed them, and then a bunch of stuff happened. Life got busy, work got busy, and we didn't really get to use them. We did do a few experiments on them just to make sure they work, and they do work great. The one thing that doesn't work, or rather that didn't work the way we thought, was the printing. We got an Epson EcoTank printer, and instead of putting regular ink, we put sublimation ink in there so that we could print out some heat transfers to then produce products with. I can actually show you how badly they printed. So for example, this is our Échale Ganas, but don't forget to take a break sticker, and these are the colors it printed in. So as you can see, they're very washed out compared to the sticker, so this is going to be for the mug design. I did eventually figure out some printer settings where it would print them correctly. This was one of my test sheets, so here's our design and here's some from the Techqueria collab. As you can see, these are a little darker and they do look a little faded, but they do get more saturated once we put them on the product, so that was really helpful. I had to do so many freaking versions of these though before I could finally get settings that worked for me, and by the end I just started taking screenshots of my printer settings because that was just the easiest way to keep track of all my versions. So that's what I've been up to, is designing the stuff for the Techqueria collab and trying to figure out how this whole sublimation process works. So as far as the Techqueria project goes, we have a t-shirt design, 2 mug designs, and a bunch of stickers, which the stickers I just ordered straight from Sticker App, which is the manufacturer I use to even create the ones for Quiero Prints. So I ordered about 20 of each of those just to have on hand. But the things we are about to make in-house are the t-shirts and the mugs. The t-shirts I ordered on the day that they launched just so I could get an idea of what sizes people were buying. But first we're starting with the mugs because we do have the mugs on hand. If you've done this before, let me know if you have any tips. If you notice anything I'm doing absolutely wrong, please tell me in the comments. And if you're here to learn alongside me, then welcome. I hope you learn from my mistakes. Not that there's been a lot of mistakes, it's mostly just learning curves, right? Like, trial and error involves error, and that's what I hate about trial and error. That's why I started doing Printful instead of printing stuff in-house. But you gotta grow with your business, so I'm growing as a craftsman. I don't know, what do you call someone who makes crafts? As a maker, people use the word maker, right? I'm gonna go try to print out the first mugs for the Techqueria collab. Actually, let me show you all the designs. Even though I haven't made these, I do have mock-ups of them so I could sell them on the website. Here's our first 2 mug designs. This one says community and cafecito and has a small Techqueria logo on the side. And this one has like a couple keycaps that say Control Alt Cafecito, also with the Techqueria logo at the bottom. And once the t-shirts arrive, this is what they're gonna look like. They are dark military green Gildan t-shirts that are gonna have the Techqueria logo on the front. On the back design, they specifically wanted a tarot card that said 2 new beginnings. We actually haven't done any test prints of the t-shirts yet, just because the DTF transfers haven't arrived, so we didn't have any of those on hand to practice with, so this should be an interesting experiment. And these are all of the stickers. So far people are really liking the one with the keycaps, and actually that one's my favorite too. I like the idea that we can even design it to be kind of the size of an actual keyboard cap, so you can put it on your laptop, not on the keycaps themselves, but you know, on your laptop as a sticker. And it has all the custom emojis that Techqueria uses in their Slack group. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Now let's go try to make some mugs. Shouldn't it be facing the other way? What? So that the ink can get on the mug? Oh, you know what I just realized? I need to flip the design. Cool. So I printed out the sublimation transfers, but I forgot I need to reverse the design so that when it gets sublimated onto the mug, it actually looks correct. So let me do that real quick.
That looks good. Come on, come
on. The color's way more saturated, like.
And that's after a parcel.
So the first mug came out pretty good. The color's much more saturated than it is on the printed piece of paper, which I love. I think it looks really good with the yellow inside and the yellow handle. The only issue we keep running into, even when they come out pretty good, is that on the edge right here, it's less saturated. So like this should be the same color as this right here, and it's clearly not. It's a little more orange, and it's always that side. So we're thinking we're gonna start flipping the mugs when they're in the sublimation thing. What do we call that machine? Heat press. So we usually put it in the mug press for 2 rounds, right? And what we'll usually do is just kind of rotate it a little so that both sides get an equal amount of heat. But no matter what we do, this side never gets enough heat. So we're thinking instead of rotating them, we're just gonna flip it so that the other side gets that heat. Mr. Quiero's about to test that out, and we'll see how it goes. You could even see it right here. This is the paper that we use to sublimate onto the mug. This is clearly more saturated than this, so yeah, it's just that side never works out. I also just printed the next design, so I'm hoping this one comes out cute because it looks a little desaturated here, but now I have hope that it'll look good on the mug itself. We've got our first official good one. So far the only thing we have in stock is this one mug, so I'm gonna pack it, hopefully send it out today before the post office closes. I also have a wholesale order which I'm hoping I can get out right now, so I think the rest of this video might be just me packing orders, and then we'll show you the rest of whatever we end up making. Yeah, that's pretty sturdy.
Here's the first cafecito. Primero cafecito.
Oh, the color on that one is so good. You put the design too low though. It is now Monday. You last saw me on Saturday, and after that one good mug we printed out and shipped out, the rest of them were duds. We had, let me count, about a dozen not good ones, so I packed them all up into a seconds pile, which I think I'm just gonna mail to the people at Techqueria because I don't really want to sell those as seconds since it's a collab, so I want everything to look really nice. Plus I figure they're not that bad or the worst, so if they wanted to just kind of give them to some of their employees or keep them for themselves, you know, they could do that. What we did end up doing to solve the problem was just move all of the art away from the handle of the mug because that's where the problem area was. The art was more visible on it when we turned up the temperature. It was a very frustrating day. I almost cried because I was like, oh my god, I need to get these sent out. It's not working out. So I am so glad we figured out a solution, at least a solution for now. Like for now I can continue designing mugs where the design doesn't go all the way up to the handle. We did find some other solutions. Somebody had like this silicone wrap thing that we could put so it distributes the heat more evenly, so maybe in the future I'll get a little more adventurous with the designs, but for now they're gonna stay small, simple, and in the center. Plus they didn't look that bad to begin with. I still think they look accurate to the mock-ups, and that's what really matters, that they look like what I am claiming that I am selling, because you know, with mock-ups people might get upset that it doesn't look exactly like this fake picture we made. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff we have to deal with, but it ended up working out. Today is gonna be t-shirt day. I got the blank t-shirts in the mail the past like 2 days because I had to do 2 separate orders because some people just ordered a few days later, which is fine. And this is what they look like. I actually really like the color of this green. It's so pretty. And we also got the heat transfers in the mail a few days ago, so I'm gonna open that right now. I still haven't seen them, so I hope they came out at a good size, at a good quality, and that they work out because I cannot have another day like the mug day. Like if I do, no biggie. I'll just be stressed for a few hours and then we'll figure out a solution. How am I supposed to open this? Similar to our sticker manufacturer, they also gave us little samples of art they already have. That's funny, even the packing slip is printed on a transfer sheet. Okay, it is a little battered up. Battered up? Looks a little messed up. So I'm hoping these folds don't affect the design that much. It's interesting because with the mugs, the design is inverted and printed from a different side of the paper, whereas this time it's facing you and you can see the design. Unless I did this wrong, but I doubt it. There would have been instructions saying make sure the art is inverted, or they would have probably done that for us. So first we're gonna start with these Quiero Prints designs. I printed these out so we can do some practice runs on designs that aren't part of the collab, so we could figure out our process first. This is our recalentado t-shirt design. And I also added a bunch of small logos to see if we're able to put that somewhere inside the shirt, like maybe under the tag or something like that.
It's not peeling. Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
Set a timer for 30 seconds. Their code that they had to do. Okay. Almost off. It's almost off. Perhaps for like from a different angle.
Okay. That edge was already messed up anyway, right?
Yeah.
No, because like, if the issue is that we're gonna have to keep putting it in and out,
I think it just needs to be
wild.
more time, because it's like not divesting from the paper.
So we've already put it in how many times? 5 times. Luckily it's not like the mugs where we had to put a different mug in every time. It says that if we keep putting the same shirt in a bunch of times it won't damage it, which is great, so we get to just keep practicing on the same one. We did just watch a video where somebody kind of tricked the heat press into thinking there was a thicker fabric so it would apply more pressure. So we're probably gonna do that, maybe put a towel or a sweatshirt or something under it and see how that goes. Okay. Nope. Oh, okay. Interesting. So we have our first successful one, which is still the first one, which feels way better than the mugs, honestly. We already did a second one and we're doing the logo under the tag here on it, so I'm just waiting for that to cool down and we're about to take a lunch break. But as we were shutting everything down to close the office so the cats don't come in here and burn themselves on the machines, we got mail. These should be the stickers from the collab we did, so I'm just gonna open these right now. Hopefully they came out good, and then I'll go ahead and take a lunch break. I always like their Halloween sticker samples, they're so cute. But that's not what we're here for. Here's the Techqueria sticker. This is the Techie sticker. This is the keycaps with all their custom reacts. And I believe this one has a clear border, so I'll take it out to take a picture of it later, but just wanted to take a look at it first. This is the tarot card one and it has a gold foil effect on the sun and the flowers. You know, I didn't have a favorite sticker when I designed them, but now this one's my favorite so far. This one is the Latinx in Tech design, which I also gave a clear border to. It just looks white because of the backing, but the border is clear so that the white text really stands out on your water bottle or your keyboard or wherever you decide to put it. On this one, it's also hard to see some of the designs, but it's like laptop plus taco equals and then the Techqueria logo. Once again, it has a clear backing, so you can't see the stuff that's printed in white right now, but you'll see it once I take it off the backing and take a nice picture of it. Oh my god, this one came out way bigger than I pictured it. So sticker wrap doesn't let you do stickers that are smaller than like the width or height of 1 inch, and originally I had this one to be like kind of this small and like this tall, but that was too small for the website to produce for me. And so I wrote on the comments to the people producing it like, hey, if you could make it these dimensions instead of what it says on the website, that'd be great. And then they emailed me letting me know that they could do that, but they'd be printed out on sheets instead of individually, and I didn't like that, so I still got the big boy. Luckily I didn't put dimensions on the website yet because they didn't come in and I wanted to make sure what the actual dimensions were gonna be. But I mean, I don't hate it, it's pretty cool. So if there's any Latinx in tech in your family, send them over to that collection because we've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, and now we've got these stickers. I'm excited because that means I actually get to ship everything tomorrow, which is actually exactly a week from when we did the official launch, so I'm happy about that schedule. I don't usually launch things until I have the physical products ready, but it's a combination of they have some tech week events coming up and also it's still Hispanic Heritage Month, so we wanted to make sure all this stuff launched with good time for that. I'm excited how everything's turning out. Now that we did the practice t-shirts with the Quiero Prints design, we're gonna move on to doing the t-shirts with the actual Techqueria designs, but that'll be after I take a lunch break, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. We just did a couple of the Techqueria ones and they came out really good. So here's the front with the Techqueria logo. We also printed our logo real small inside behind the tag. And here's the back of the shirt. It's that same tarot card design from the sticker. So now that we have a hang of how to actually make these, I'm gonna go ahead and make the ones that people have actually ordered. And then after that, I'll probably start fulfilling the orders. Fuck! No! gonna cry. Guess what I did wrong?
Is that on video? Yep. Yep, that's on video. I'll go get a spatula.
Should I wait for it to cool down?
What happens if you try to lift it now? Is it too
I'll
gooey?
go ahead and try.
Don't touch. It's molten plastic potentially. Just try it with that.
We might be fine. You know what? We're good. It's just got like a nice frosted coloring to it now. You can see the numbers so clearly now. So in case you didn't catch what just happened, I put the shirt in with the little ruler thing still on it. It originally looked like this, just clear, and somehow now it looks like this. The shirt is fine though, so we're good to go, baby. Oh man, it's been a really frustrating day. Like, I haven't really shown my frustration on camera, but between like just having to figure out how all this stuff works, I just get really frustrated. I'm the type of person that if I'm not good at something right away, I'm just like, I'm not doing that again. But I know that it just takes repetition and practice and correcting my mistakes. Now that the shirt's out, I'm gonna peel the thing off and then put it back in with the parchment paper, because usually when you put it in a second time, it helps the design stay on longer and like bake into the fabric a little more. So I'm gonna go do the second pass. And I think for these shirts, what I'm gonna do now that we're just kind of going and doing more and more shirts is do the fronts of all of them first, since that's all one process, and then the backs all at the same time, just to streamline this a little better. One thing I did forget to do right now, actually, because I was distracted by that whole plastic ruler thing. I've been using my heat iron from my flat iron from my hair to do a second pass on the little Quiero Prints tag on the inside. So I'm gonna do that right now before I peel everything off. This is the same flat iron I used in like high school. It's that wet to straight one. I've just had it in my bathroom drawer forever, even though I use a different one right now, but glad I was able to find another use for it. And the reason we're doing that is because, I don't know, this just doesn't stick on. I think because there's like a little bit of a groove here preventing some of the heat from going in because of the neckline, but I don't know. I'm no scientist. I just put a plastic ruler in this thing. And this is the first one I've made all by myself. So I'm gonna stop recording now so I can just churn these out, and I'll talk to you later. All the shirts that have been ordered are ready to go. They look so good. I have a bunch of blanks left, but those are for future orders, and I might do them at some point soon, just definitely not today. All I wanted to get done was bare minimum everything we absolutely needed, and then we're good. I organized my DTF sheets into little folders so those can get put away with the shirts. All that's left to do is to pack all the orders, and that'll be the end of this initial launch. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm not gonna film myself packing the orders because I just want to get it done tonight and I want to make sure I do it right. If you stuck around, like always, thanks so much for watching. You're amazing. The next big thing I have going on after this launch is that I have 4 pop-ups in the next 2 weeks. So I think I'll just make one big market vlog so we can get all of that in there, because I don't think there's gonna be any sort of like new things to show you in terms of like learning curve or adding products or anything. So I'm just gonna make one market vlog for the 4 markets that we're doing. The first one is actually going to be this week in 2 days. It'll be on a Wednesday at the corporate office for Good RX. They invited me over for a Latinx Heritage Month event. And then I have another community event, another small shop soiree, which if you haven't seen my first market vlog, that's what that was. So go ahead and watch that one. And then I'll also be selling at this event called Eastside Flea here here in LA. That'll be my first time doing that one, so that should be something new. So yeah, we have a lot to look forward to. Hopefully that'll be the next vlog, and if not, it's gonna be a brand in a day. I actually filmed that one a while back and I literally forgot I had footage of any of it until I was looking through my camera right now. Leave a comment with a few emojis if you're still here, just so I know who actually sticks around. And if you're not the type to leave a comment, then just go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That is the easiest, quickest way to help support this channel, and I hope you have a lovely day.